We are now breaking above yesterday's highs and establishing new all-time highs in the overnight session. So far, overnight has been trending, and if we look at the bigger picture, we can see that we've traded entire value that we established earlier without any significant pullback, so this might indicate further strength to the upside and new leg coming, unless we come back to yesterday's value, and then we would generally trade back within this range. It can be set as last Friday's lows and today's highs. So far, the biggest volume nodes, the one is here back from November, and another one we established here around 3800, and recently we've been trading even higher, so this might be a short-term magnet if price comes back. If we look at the expected ranges, we've broken fairly above weekly expected move. So now to the upside I have a call wall which is around 3890. It is also where February range can be established. My other calculations for higher prices are that we can reach 3930 till February the 19th, and the second standard deviation higher is way up here, another 130 points from this area. So going into today's session, it will be important. Well, I think that at this point we are fairly above this level 35, and I'm not sure if we can trade lower. For now we will be opening with a gap to the upside after yesterday's squeeze higher, which wasn't corrected, so overnight inventory is getting longer and longer, so the odds of immediate correction are quite okay. I'm not sure if we can fill the gap. I will be looking around half gap to enter longs. If we fill the gap, then of course second possible bounce is from yesterday's highs or from this higher volume bump, and later we will be back within value from yesterday. If we can bounce from here, there is another slight possible chance of catching longs, but I am not that eager to catch every one of those. If we trade lower and, for example, bounce from this area, I'd like to enter on a pullback, or if we get rejected and bounce, this would be better opportunity. If we get higher above overnight high, it is slight possible chance of shorting this move, but I have to remember that overnight inventory correction and yesterday's inventory correction is the old business, and after that corrective move is done, we might see continuation of this movement we've established. Our high from 2 days ago is way down here, so chances are value will be migrating higher, and as of now good chances that it will be completely higher, not even overlapping. So we can see similar day like yesterday with P-shaped profile, or maybe slow trend and spike to the upside. If we see some bigger move, I think that we might get decent support around this area, and I'm not sure about any type of trades today. It is quite weird time that we've broken this weekly implied volatility expected move, so I'm not really that used to those measures, but knowing that and knowing that we have call wall, those are the factors that can contain the price. I'm not sure if we can break this area and sustain above, and I'm not sure what happens if we break this area on a weekly basis. Anyway, today's NFP, we had some news, but not that big of a range, and now it's going to be an interesting Friday, because this week we rallied entire week, so we've made like over 150 points, or I don't know how many, but it's going to be very interesting for all those people who shorted this entire move back. They might be covering as Friday afternoon comes, and we might see maybe some bigger move then, and we can breach the call wall. In that scenario, I'd like to see some opportunity to enter longs.